to explain you about scale, stretch, explode and erase. Okay, so very first thing, let us take scale command over here. Okay, so here what I am going to do is I am going to take a rectangle of 10 by 10. Okay, so this rectangle, now just imagine if you want to make it as 20 by 20. Now the length and the width of this is 10 by 10. So you can just see here, this is 10 and this is 10. Okay, so now I want to make it as 20 by 20. Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to use scale command over here. Okay, shortcut for scale is SC, enter. So here I'll select the object, I'll click on enter, and here I'll be selecting this as a base point. Okay, means from this base point it is going to get scale. So select this as a base point, and here it is asking you to mention the scale factor. Okay, so how you are going to mention the scale factor is you are going to mention the scale factor in the multiplication values. Like for example, 10 into 2 will be 20. Okay, so I will make the scale factor as 2. Okay, so now here one more you can see there the option of copy. Okay, so as I have already told you in the earlier classes, if you need the source object as well as the scaled object, then here what I am going to do is I am going to click on copy. So I will click on CO, enter, and I will mention my scale factor as 2. Okay, and click on enter. So you can see this is your source object and this is your scaled object. Okay, so now just imagine now this scaled object, that is 20 by 20. So you can see here this is 20 and this is also 20. Okay, so now this here what you want to do is you want to convert it into 5 by 5. Okay, so what I can do is here I can mention the scale factor as 1/4 of it. Okay, so I'll click on scale, I'll select the object, I'll click on enter, I'll specify the base point and I'll mention the scale factor as 1 divided by 4 and click on enter. So now you can see I'll mention the scale factor as 1 divided by 4. So now you got 5 by 5 rectangle over here, sorry, square over here. Okay, so this is how you'll be using scale command. Okay, so now I'll explain you about stretch. Okay, so stretch in the sense like how do you stretch the rubber band. Okay, same way you're going to scale and stretch an object. Okay, so now just this is 5 by 5. Okay, so now just imagine this you want to make it as 7. Okay, you don't want this as 5, this you wanted as 5 and this you wanted as 7. So what I can do is, and instead of erasing the object and again recreating the object, I can use a scale command, stretch command over here. Okay, so shortcut for stretch is S, enter. So here it is asking you to select the object. Okay, so here I am going to select the object, the portion I am going to stretch. Like for example, you can see this portion I am going to stretch over here. Okay, so what I am going to do is using this green crossing window, I am going to select only this portion. Okay, let the whole object get selected only, but the object is got selected only this particular portion. Okay, click on enter. Next again here you are going to specify the base point. Specify the base point and mention the value how much you are going to stretch. Like for example it is 5, so 2 I am going to add more, so I'll click on 2 and I'll click on enter. So you can see here 2 is got added over here. So this is 7 now and this is 5. Okay, so this is how you will be using stretch command. Okay, so next after stretch, here I am going to explain you about explode. Okay, so now what is explode is, now you can see here this is a rectangle which is been in a polyline mode. Okay, but whenever I am creating it with a line, you can see all the lines will be coming separate, isn't it? Like this. Okay, so whenever I am selecting the rectangle, each side should be getting selected differently over here. Like you can see here, this one, and all the other lines are getting selected one by one. But whenever I am selecting this rectangle, the whole rectangle is getting selected. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to explode it and I want to delete this part. So what I am going to do is I am going to use explode command here. Okay, so shortcut for explode is X, enter. So here again I will select the object, I will click on enter, So you can see the object is got exploded. Just select this portion and see it is got exploded. Okay, so this is how you will be using explode command. Not only with this object, now whenever you are creating an array, sometimes you forget to deassociate the arrayed object. Okay, so that time what you can do is, even you can use explode over here. Okay, so now when I click on escape, you can see okay. So sometimes if you forget to deassociate the option, okay, in array, so it will be coming in a group. Okay, so that time if you want to explode it, here what you can do is, you can click on X, enter, select the object, click on enter, it will get exploded. Okay, so even you can use it for array as well. Okay, so the last one is erase. Okay, so if you want to erase the object totally, if you want to delete the object, I can use erase command. Okay, shortcut for erase is E, enter. So it is asking you to select the object, so just select the object over here and click on enter, it will get erased. Okay, so thank you. To subscribe, you can like the video.